What have you got alcohol? I'll have something red. Yeah, but it's going your
Testing one. Test check 1, 2, 3. Channel 5, channel 5. Up a little more. Channel 5, channel 5. Test check 1. Test channel 6, test channel 6. Is that all the window? Test 6.
Good evening, everybody. I don't know if this might be the beginning of it, but Trey's going to play. Play for about 15, 20 minutes. Just a quick background. About a year and a half ago, we went to the Fine Arts Center where our granddaughter was doing kind of art show, and we went inside, and Trey kind of wandered into the jazz room and decided he wanted to go there. At the time, he wasn't playing jazz. But we got a teacher from Greenville University to start working with him, and he learned Autumn Leaves enough to audition last March for the Fine Arts Center, and he got in. So Trey's really been kind of focused on jazz for the last year, and tonight he's going to play several songs, or 4 or 5 songs that kind of he likes a lot, and enjoy.
Sally, we met one time before. Yes. When you let us go to the office and take pictures. Stuff you've got to think done.
Sorry, folks, we had to set it to size Hobbit so that I could use it. Hello? Hello? Thank you so much, Trey Aguirre, for starting us off. Can we have another round? Thank you. Welcome to the Greenville Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. We call this our No Talent show, but I'm going to tell you that we are going to prove the name incorrect. I'm looking at the list of people on this, and I can tell you that they are lying. They are all very talented, and I'm very excited to hear everyone this evening. A couple of starting housewarming situation things. To our performers, please make sure that when the person before you is on stage, you are behind our nifty little green room over here, and make sure that you are poised and ready to go. Also, I was told to remind you that we have no roadies here this evening. No one will be moving your stuff except for you, and in the name of getting us home while it is still today, we ask that you please, as quickly as possible, grab your stuff and move along so we can move the next group in. And I may be playing flight attendant here, trying to get everything going. Also, I see many of you have partaken in our snacks and our drinks and wine held out there by our lovely alcohol ladies. We do love the alcohol ladies here. I do want to say they asked me to mention that we are taking donations for all of the lovely snacky poos and beverages that will keep you clapping this evening. So do not hesitate to hit that jar as you mill about after or between sets. So I think we can go ahead and get going. Walter Rizal has been a member of this congregation for some time. He has blessed our stage as well as the improv stage, and I look forward to hearing what he has for us tonight. Please welcome Walter. Never mind. He's not here?
No.
Donde estás, Walter?
I want to improvise something.
No? Going once, going twice? I do have a type 5 I can do if you want me to. I don't. All right, so then we're going to start with number 2. And you know, there are certain things I'm just going to let speak for themselves, and this is one of them. I give you Hammy Slagar.
For those of you who have no idea what Hammy Slagar refers to, it is a play on the name of a hard rock vocalist named Sammy Hagar.
Oh, yeah.
In 1984, he released a song which expressed his angst about this nationwide 55-mile-an-hour speed limit cap. Now, unfortunately for him, that is no longer the case, but I saw that and I thought, you know what? I can recycle that angst. So here we go. Hit it, maestro. I can't abide 45. See what you want to. I can't abide 45. Oh, I can't abide 45. I can't abide 45. When justice moves slow, you know it's hard to bear. And I cannot pretend that I don't care. Your vulgar loose lips on Access Hollywood held Eugene Carroll suing court and pick your pockets good twice. And Aaron Burke with dignity is crushing my usability. Call me a little, call that guy beside. Can't abide 45. Oh no, I can't abide. Oh no, I can't abide.
When I saw the title, I thought that song was going to be about turning 45, and then I realized I was just projecting. And if I had thought it through a little more, of course it was that 45. Our next performer is Joel Horowitz, and I did not know who he was until about 5 minutes ago. It was one of those church things, you know a face, you don't know a name, and it was like, oh, I know you, and I mistook him for someone else, so it turns out I didn't. But it's nice to meet you. Join us, please, Joel Horowitz.
Several people had asked me if I was nervous, and my response was, I think it's the audience that should be nervous after they hear me sing. On a phone conversation I had with a friend who was in New York, okay, I had mentioned that I'm going to sing at the No Talent show at the Fellowship. And after some stunned silence for a few moments, okay, she replied, that's perfect. Your singing is the very definition of no talent. Now, in my indignation, okay, and taking a cue from Slip Mahoney from the Bowery Boys, I responded, I represent that remark. Well, anyways, this was a choice between me singing, okay, or doing a gymnastics routine. And after a lot of careful consideration, I thought it would be best to go the singing route, okay? This ditty of a song was written by Johnny Rogers and Carolyn Lee, okay, back in around the early 1950s. Now, I probably owe an apology to Frank Sinatra, because he did the original song and made it popular. But my favorite one was not from a professional singer, but from a comedian, okay, who actually put his style and heart into the song, okay? And for those in the audience that aren't yet on Medicare or Social Security, you would probably have to Google his name. It's Jimmy Durante, D-U-R-A-N-T-E. Okay? And so the song is Young at Heart. Richard? I guess I could do this. Can you start over? I'm sorry. I didn't hear it. Sorry about this.
Not playing through your speaker.
Okay. Sorry. You get this going. What is it, you need the song? Oh, okay. It's not? Oh, I'm going to go Acapulco. I really apologize. Fairy tales can come true. It could happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind. If you're young at heart, you can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams, but life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on its way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you'll derive out of being alive. And here's the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Well, that was adorable. I think it was actually better a cappella. If that was his American Idol audition, he's going to Hollywood. Adorable. It's like MC fishing, you know? He's trying to cast the microphone at me. When I hear the name Meredith Harper, I think of two things. I think beautiful singing and kayaking. Until she can kayak on land, working on it, then she will be fortunately singing for us. Please welcome Meredith Harper and the Harpettes.
about this beautiful singing stuff. As I enter my twilight years or golden years, I like to reflect upon my life, and I have to say it's been pretty darn good. Life has been good to me. Got very few complaints so far. Life has been good to me. Hope you're as happy wherever you are. I got the blue sky every morning, big yellow moon at night. I always do whatever I want to, and everything I do, it always turns out right. Hey, 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 life has been good to me. Man, I would not change a thing. Life has been good to me. Life has been good. Life has been good to me. Can't wait to see what tomorrow will bring. In every life, a little rain must surely fall. I'm here to say that there's a rainbow just around every corner. Life has been good to me. Well, I admit I've had a ball. Life has been good to me. I never worry about nothing at all. I got some good friends, they adore me, know how to treat me right. I got a good man waiting for me. I've won every fight I've been in, and it always turns out that I was right. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, life has been good to me. Life has been good. Life has been good to me. Life has been good. Life has been real good to me. Life has been good. Life has been good to me. Life has been good.
That song was written by Randy Newman, who wrote a song called Short People. I like that. I don't have to finish the joke. Y'all can enter the dots. That's great. Our next performer is actually pretty new to the fellowship and has dove in with both hands. We are glad to have him doing a cappella originals. Please welcome Kim Starling.
I'll go in the sea. It's two songs I wrote about 20 years ago, and they're both religious. I see a flowing river rushing downstream. I see a valley so low. I see a mountain so high. I see all of these things with my eyes. I see a river of tears. I see a valley of lost souls. I see a mountain of questions to be answered. But you know what? I have a friend above and friends around me, for I have no fear. For I have no fear, for I have a friend above, and I have a circle of friends. So you see, you can also have the same. I want a world with no anger. I want a world with peace, no war. I want a world of love and understanding. So if we all hold hands and form a circle on this earth, we will have no war, no anger, no hate, no hunger, no fear, for we need to hold hands. Thank you.
The only other one of these talent shows that I have been to was many moons ago when my now 19-year-old was 8 or 9, and he did stand-up at the talent show. And after that, you know, with church, you see a sea of people and a sea of faces, you don't know everybody's name all the time. And after my son did his stand-up and after the show, someone came up to him and complimented him and spoke to him like a grown-up about what he had done. And from that point on, I never forgot the name Ernie Glenn.
Which woman? Oh, there we go. Hi. It's great to be back, isn't it? This is after a long break. Since John set the hard rock motif for us, I started thinking about that great story back from the 60s at a gigantic festival after James Brown came on. They had R&B people and then they had rock people. And Mick Jagger himself said, "We're not going on after James Brown." But, well, I'm going where Mick feared to tread. Great talent in front of me. I have a little story from the 6th grade. This was from a long time ago in the galaxy far, far away. Although I think some of you may have had certain similar experiences, but mine has a little twist, which has meant that I've remembered it for so long over the years. We had a teacher, may she rest in peace. She, for whatever reason, she would leave the classroom for long periods of time. Just disappear. I don't think it had anything to do with us, but she would disappear, and right as she was going out the door, she would designate a monitor. someone to go up to the blackboard and write down the names of whoever talked, and then put a check mark if you kept talking. Okay. Then when she came back in, she would look at that board and go, all right, for every time, for your name being up there, that's 100 self-controls. For every check mark, that's 50 more. We actually had to write the 2 words, self-control. I know some of you may have had in your history, you know, people had to write, I will not talk in class, I will not interrupt the teacher. Bart Simpson does something like that on the board at the beginning of every show for the last 30 years. Well, we had to write the 2 words, self-control, 100 times, and then multiples of that with every check mark. We got carpal tunnel before we even knew what carpal tunnel was. And of course, we had no concept of what self-control meant. The relationship between what we were doing and the word self-control, but that's what that's all about, right? I'm sure many of the great teachers in here would raise an eyebrow about that kind of goings on in the classroom, but I thought that's what happened. So then the twist to the story is a black market in pre-written self-controls developed. For sale. I was merely a spectator to all this, but I sat on the back row with these entrepreneurs who, instead of doing schoolwork, of course, started grinding out page after page of self-controls they would then sell to the other classroom. Again, any real teacher would roll their eyes at this. The only person I can think who might applaud this would be someone like Ayn Rand, you know, who said, yes, this is the profit motive bubbling up from our primitive nature or something. But anyway, these guys would write that. They would change colors of ink to disguise the handwriting. One enterprising young lad would tape as many ballpoint pens as he could get in a row so he could write, you know, 5 self-controls at once. So, again, they would sell them, and the guy that was sort of the ringleader, he was actually a very pleasant guy, a big smile, nice guy, but in my memory now, I think of him as a sort of a smiling mafia don, you know, as all of us little chatterboxes would walk up and he'd go, well, how many do you need? Well, 200, 300. Okay, no problem. Lift up his desk, pull them out. A quarter would exchange hands, and he'd, you know, go, hey, get out of here. You didn't see nothing. And then, oh, by the way, talk all you want. I got plenty of it. Anyway, this was early in the year. We figured out other ways to deal with the teacher's absence later in that year. But this enterprise, this great capitalistic enterprise, thrived for a week, maybe 2 weeks. And of course the teacher came in and saw it, caught it, and said, hey, stop that. From now on, you're cleaning erasers, pounding erasers. So the end of the great enterprise. These guys, though, they were already gearing up on their next industry. They were going to make masks that we could wear as we were pounding those erasers to filter the chalk dust, right? Some of you may remember the chalk. But of course, that would collapse, unfortunately, because back in those days, they didn't allow us to cover our faces. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Good night.
There we go.
I can do this without the microphone, it's okay. I'm high school theater trained. Our next performers are a walking act. You may have heard them doing their absolute best to be quiet, walking on the sides. They really did try. You should see them tippy-tapping. They come to us from our friends at the UU World of Children, a bright star. Oh, the mic is back. A bright star on our congregation, and we are very happy to have them with them. Please welcome Sienna and Paulisha Gates. There are groups and then there are supergroups. And so I would call the group behind us a goof super group. You know, I did that to myself too, is what's sad. Please welcome the people behind me, the State Park Road Transfer.
ba-da-da,
doom,
ba-da-da,
doom,
ba-da-da-da-da-da,
ba-doom,
ba-da-da,
doom,
ba-da-da,
doom.
ba-da-da-da-da-da.
I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Oh, I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Motor, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me a shot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Oh, slip me a slug from that wonderful mug, and I'll get a jug till I'm snug in a rug. A slice of onion and a raw one. Draw one. Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Oh, Boston beans.
Soybeans.
I said those little bitty green beans.
Cabbage and green.
You know that I don't care about a bean unless it is a chili coffee bean.
Talk it, boy.
I love Java, sweet and hot. Oops, Mr. Moore, there's a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup of that Zambaza.
Oh, slip me a slug from that wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug that's snug in a jug. Drop your nickel in my pot, Joe.
Take it slow, waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee, coffee and tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Oh, well, the coffee and tea and the Java and me. Oh, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Boy.
Okay. Our next act is well known for playing the piano, and our sanctuary has been blessed with him a multitude of times. But tonight he's a guy in a guitar. Please welcome John Greer.
it's doing if there's something. Okay? Oh, that's funny, okay. All right. Oh, this one has a very, very brief warm-up. Everybody do this? All right, do this. Okay, good job. Keep going. Knock, knock. Who's there? Yeah. Long, long time ago, must have been last Sunday, when the Reverend Chris put me sound asleep. The hymns and readings were a bore. Some snotty kids sat on the floor, and fair trade coffee did a little more to bring relief. The plate came round, I panicked a minute. Not to worry, ain't nothing in it. The starving kids must wait. I joined a cult of cheapskates. And though my butt was getting sore, and I think I heard Steve Compton snore, still something shook me to my core. Hot damn. The dogma had died. So the revolution had begun. We made it moral to have some fun and form committees where nothing's done. Now do you believe that rocks have souls? Are you in touch with your inner stone? And do you listen to the gnome on your shoulder? Well, I've got just the place for you. We quote Marx and Lenin and McCartney too. We'll sing even though we can't. And then we'll hear some joys and rants. The analogy with granola suits. We got loads of flakes and nuts and fruits. Not even Moonies give the boot, not since the dog that died. And we're singing high five Unitarian guys. We're the pinkos and the weirdos with the stars in our eyes. And the good old boys think we're communist spies, saying, y'all gonna be left behind. Greenville ain't the place for your kind. Helter skelter in a summer swelter. Should building and grounds try to fix the shelter? Take 15 surveys and let us know. So the Jesuits chucked confessional, Rosicrucians cut their dreads as well, and Dr. Bob thought he died and gone to hell. 'Cause the first words of our credo are, in case of rapture, can I have your car? Philosophers may heap their scorn, but we'll consult our Ouija board. So the Buddhists gave up chanting Om, the nudists caved and bought some clothes. The Hindus put this life on hold, and the ones expecting apocalypse thought, surely now this would be it, when we chucked all that dogma shit and signified the dogma had died. And we'll be singing high five Unitarian guys. We're the pinkos and the weirdos with the stars in our eyes. And the good old boys with their MAGA lies, saying that tolerance crap that you preach proves that all of y'all should be impeached. I met a girl who sang the blues. She said, I think that you are really screwed till you do more than light some candlesticks. Some flash would get more folks enticed. Maybe a virgin sacrifice. Or a Darwin crucified might do the trick. But I said, we're not a bunch of fakes. No punching insects. No pissed off rattlesnakes. Just good news from the pulpit. Fear's the only culprit. And those we should have bid adieu, like Rudy, Marge, and the Orange Yahoo. I have a dream they'll be use the day their dogma dies. And they'll be singing high five Unitarian. There's some people under steeples who should give it a try. And though we are not maybe the biggest slice of the pie, we are here in case your dogma has died.
I know we have some setting up to do for our next troupe. What's funny is that it's a little long for an elevator speech, but it can be really hard to explain what a UU is, and you feel frustrated trying to do it, and then John Greer does this. It's like, look, it is us in a nutshell. I was talking to our next ladies that were performing, and they had some concerns about people getting it. Let me ask the crowd a question. Who was around in the early 1980s? Anywhere existing. This is what I'm saying. I said, you know what? I said, I might be one of the youngest people in the room and I get the reference. I'm 44 for reference. But we're fine. People will get it. So, while they finish setting up, I will give them their space and please welcome this crew.
Get to work, girls. Get to work. Get to work.
Richard?
I'm playing. Fun fact, no padding on Julie at all. That was, just like, Julie, I never knew. Girl, I had no idea. All right, piano. Almost. We're getting there. All right. Please welcome, once we get everything going, Steve Thompson.
Test. Mic test, we're good? Okay.
Gotta push a couple of buttons. Gotta plug it all in. Talk amongst yourselves. You're gonna get it. Yeah. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only skies. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be one. Imagine no possession. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday
children, like you're coming from the playground, there's a plaque out there, a very well-deserved plaque to one Maureen Neary, who had a big hand in getting the UU World of Children making it a thing. And I was walking by that plaque the other day and I read it and I thought, you know, if you don't know me better, it kind of sounds like she's not with us anymore. And I said, wait a minute, she sassed at me after church, she's fine. I have two pieces of good news. One, she is with us, she is here with us. And two, she is going to tell us some stories about her time in the classroom with the younglings. Please welcome Maureen Neary.
Get to work.
Yeah, I thought about sitting down when I saw John up here, but I was afraid I'd fall off. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe we should rename it, but I know that would have to go to the board and several committees. Some talent show. Used to have talent show. I was a teacher and the director of the UU World of Children, which was founded and still continues as the social justice outreach of the fellowship. The school offers Montessori education to families who cannot otherwise afford it and welcomes all children, valuing differences of any kind. The present director, Sally Dean, is here tonight and she would be happy to talk to you about the school. Sally. This small book is my token of gratitude for the fellowship's support and for giving me the best years of my teaching career. Proceeds from its sales will be donated to GOOF and to the UU World of Children. To purchase it, go to Amazon and enter one small thing and my name. Do not order the ebook, please, until the end of the week. I am still negotiating with Kindle Direct Publishing. This essay is called Barack Obama. Thousands of people attend Barack Obama's inauguration, standing with joy in their hearts in the freezing cold. At the UU World of Children, we have a slightly different experience. My staff, myself, and 40 preschoolers watch Barack Obama, as one excited 5-year-old called him, become president. The TV is fuzzy. The fellowship doesn't have cable. It's lunchtime, so after we say the thankful, pour the milk, and immediately clean up some of it. After we open all the thermoses, it's quiet for a moment, and we get to watch a little, sort of. By the time Aretha sings, somebody needs more milk, and somebody has to go to the bathroom. When Joe Biden becomes VP, I have Bajram in my lap. Bajram is the irresistible 3-year-old son of Albanian immigrants. He's tired, and sleep is mostly part of the long, unintelligible story he tells me instead of eating his lunch. I have some secondary sense of Barack taking his oath in the sunlight. If that man were in my class, I'd make him wear a hat. When the new president shakes hands with the ex-president, Matt is telling me that Sean has hit at him. This is all true. Obama's acceptance speech begins. I'm trying to decipher his message as he stands there making history. I am trying to calm children. Whose job is harder? This is approximately what I see and hear. President Obama going forward. Bajram, vroom. He's telling me something about a car. President, our challenges. Suzanne puts an empty cup in front of my face. She is proud of finishing her milk. President, Our memories are short. Very, very true. Jason is lying under the art table, the TV perched directly above him. His legs are straight up, feet touching the underside of the table, and he is giggling. I'm about to grab him, but he is quicker and scurries back to his lunch. Then a woman speaks. I don't hear her name. Maybe she is a college president. She says, someone is trying to make music somewhere. I think, yeah, here. At this point, the classroom is a cacophony bordering on total chaos. I remain fairly calm, figuring that if Barack could handle 1 million, we could handle 40. Of course, he has the Secret Service and probably very few preschoolers. At the mention of the gross domestic product, Michael has his juice cup somehow dangling from his lip. He too is proud. Miriam has had enough of patience and being told to sit. Every other day, there's a routine which she knows and will recite. She stands up, and our president intones the rights of man. He talks about nuclear threats and terrorists when Elizabeth is asked to sit next to her teacher for a little while. When Reverend Lowry proclaims the red man can get a head man, Jason steps on Maria's Tres Leches cupcake. He swears it was on accident. She is not happy. Bajram has exited my lap, but I still feel warm and cozy. I have my last coherent thought for the next half hour, and it is this. Mr. President, we adults understand your almost impossible challenge and will do what we can to help. But please know that these squirming teenagers who liked the music and the marching bands and yelled your name or some version of it when they saw you could not understand your words. What they will understand someday are your actions. They need you more than any of us. Best of luck.
So we are beginning the end of our program. And our final, we're going out with a bang. And the final group is a lot of musicians and a lot of people and a lot of talent and a lot of setup. So what we're gonna do is while they are setting up, Walter is going to do his story. And I wrote it down and can't read my writing. Nest Building 2.0. Welcome, Walter.
Conveniently enough, I'm going to tell you a story about a bed that Maureen took out of my house. And it worked out well for both of us, I think. Before I met Jim Fowler, he had dates, he had boyfriends, he had breakups. He never had a relationship that promised to last for a lifetime. When your go-round is not merry, when your go-lucky is unhappy, and you stare down at your plate, wouldn't it be great to redecorate? And that's what Jim did. He subscribed to Architectural Digest, bought a vintage home on Mills Avenue, and made it fabulous. He covered the dining room walls with glowing, smooth satin. He papered the hallways with textured gold and burgundy wallpaper. He made over the kitchen and furnished the home with fabulous antiques. He staged the home to attract a man. And here I am to tell you, it worked. In In 1992, on February 29th, Jim hosted a gala fundraiser for a gay rights group, and I was there. And 3 months later, I moved into that fabulous house. When I gave my mother a tour of the house, and she looked into the bedroom, she famously said, "Oh, this is where Jim sleeps. Walter, where do you sleep?" Well, truth be told, Jim and I shared that bedroom for 29 years. Like most old homes, the closet was small. So Jim, who could do anything, he could build, he could do carpentry, he could design, and I was his assistant. We built 2 wardrobes of golden oak with ebony accents, and for the handles and knobs, they were bronze sea creatures. Now I have a huge library, and when I moved in, I needed a place for all the books, and I added a custom-built bookcase, which is actually 3 stories high front and back, and can hold 90 feet of shelf space. Jim had a natural gift for feng shui, but he made one faux pas. He wouldn't get rid of the hand-carved pump organ that was jammed behind the captain's chair in the dining room. It was really too tight in that space. But he and his friend had built it together. He was sentimental about it. For me, there was something about ex-boyfriend, pump, and organ that just didn't make me happy. Now, I loved to cook for Jim, and one day, a few years ago, he was headed out the door. I asked him if he had time for breakfast. He said, "How long will it take?" I said, 10 minutes. He stayed, and that was the last meal we had together. That afternoon, a sheriff's deputy came to the door and told me that he had passed away at the top of Mount Mitchell, where he went every year to photograph the purple fringed orchids. And he took the last photograph 15 minutes before the time stamp on his death certificate. So he died quickly of a heart attack, doing what he loved in a place that he loved. And in all of my depth of grief, the one time I came up for air, I was like, now we can get rid of that damn pump organ. When your upsides are all down and your smile looks like a frown, then you stare down at your plate and think, what would be great? Redecorate. So after the memorial service, 3 months later, I moved into a 2-bedroom house at Swansgate. It was half the size, and you can imagine the issues. And with that 4-piece bedroom suite, I had to stick one of the handcrafted wardrobes in the garage. I couldn't get rid of it. You know, you couldn't get rid of it, but I had no place for it. First world problems, right? But I've never thrown out anything I've written, even term paper, so I also had 20 file drawers jammed full. People, don't do this to your hands. So now imagine 5 counter-height 3-drawer filing cabinets with a twin XL mattress on top. I created a hybrid guest bedroom and office. And I thought I'd built my nest. This was nest building 1.0, but it was weird. One day I woke up and realized, maybe I'm a queen, but I don't need this queen-size bed. I don't sleep like I'm being crucified. I'm a Unitarian. So I donated our bed to the church auction and made Maureen very happy. And this began the cascade of changes that I call Nest Building 2.0. For some reason, Jim's son didn't like sleeping on top of filing cabinets when he visited. He started staying in his mom's home in Anderson when he came to South Carolina. So I realized I could use that mattress. I could sleep on that twin XL mattress, but where do you get a bed? They don't sell them in Greenville, twin XL twin beds. But there was a store, Uncle Jake's Furniture, Amish furniture, custom built, your specs. So it turns out they can raise a barn in one day, but it takes 3 months to make it. The bookcase is now on top of the filing cabinets, so I'm able to deploy my library again. They had been stuffed into some other cabinets in the sunroom, which have now been restored to their previous status with doors on them and their cabinets again. I can display properly Jim's cloisonne vases, and cut crystal on that cabinet, on this cabinets that have been restored. So now you have it. Nest Building 2.0. By getting rid of an oversized bed, I transformed the bedroom, the office, and the sunroom. When your ups no longer look me, when your levers cannot canty, when your tea leaves have all left, and your sock drawer is bereft, then you stare down at your plate and think, wouldn't it be great to redecorate?
Before we get our last act going, can we have a round of applause, please, for the sound team? All this technical stuff is an impossible task. We've always asked a lot of them, but since 2020, it has only gotten so much worse. So we are very grateful for them and all of their hard work all the time. I am now going to introduce to you the least Christian church band in Greenville County. Please welcome the Heretics.
Thank you. Since we last appeared, we've found a drummer. And Katrina comes with a husband who also plays the bass. So we have two basses, Rob and Pat. Yeah. Gabe and Beverly, of course. And KJ is back on the sax. So tonight we've got two great numbers. We wanted to showcase Katrina's voice. So we're doing a little Bob Dylan tune sung by Peter, Paul, and Mary. And then we have a crowd pleaser to close this thing out with a little Neil Diamond. Thank you.
It might help if I was in the right key. I thought I was trying to do that.
All part of the show. So careful space.
She meant to do that. That's extra music.
Ain't no use to sit and wonder why they it don't matter anyhow. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now.
at the break of dawn. Look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. Light I never know. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. On the dark side of the road. Never do or say, try to make her change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. Yeah, it's a road, babe. Roundabout, I can't tell. But goodbye's too good a word now. Just say farewell. The things you treated me unkind, you could have done better. I don't mind. You sort of wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. Always nice to sing it, but I kind of got lost because I was listening. Okay, so we want you all to transport yourselves to the ballpark and sing with us, because it's better together. If I could just skip this ad. Okay. Yeah. Where it began, I can begin to know it. Then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Come on, everybody. Sweet Caroline, good times have never seemed so good. So good, so good. I've been inclined to believe they never will. No, no. Look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We filled it up with only two. And when I heard burden runs off my shoulders, how can I hurt when holding you? One, touching one, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Rob on bass, Pat on bass, Eddie on guitar, Katrina on drums. We are the Heretics. Thank you so much.
Before everybody runs off, can we have one last round of applause for all of our fantastic performers tonight? I know I have learned a lot about a few people this evening. Thank you so much for coming and supporting us. Safe travels home. Thank you.